Hello friends, today I bring another example for you to see in live markets open position that I have of how can we sell options and make a good income on it. Come, let me show you. Okay, today is 20th of November 2020 and it's a Friday and I took this trade on Wednesday. So if you have seen my earlier videos, you will understand that I take a trade on Wednesday or Thursday and then close it on Friday. Let's see details. So the stock in question is Nvidia, like I had mentioned in my last video. And Nvidia, you can see that this is a daily chart here. So on the daily chart, you can see the time frame. That's a daily chart, right? So from this time frame, you can see that this is the price of Nvidia, about 537, right? So the simple question is this. Let us say I want to sell a put option on Nvidia, which is what I did here. I sold a put option on Nvidia, and here was my bet. My bet was that this will not go down to 507. Now 507 is somewhere here. All right, that's 507, right? So that's the bet. Let me draw a line here for it to be very clear for you. Now, until and unless Nvidia does not go to this 507 level, I win the bet. Okay. And if I win the bet, I keep the premium that I received. And you will see how much of that, how much is the premium that I received. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. There we go. So why did I choose this level? First question, right? Because if you see the last time it dropped a lot on a day when the it was dropping, right? That's the point that it dropped to the lowest for a while. Okay, but before that this has dropped to this level on 2nd of November. Okay, that was due to the election, the entire market went down. That's the time, right? This is the time when it dropped. But otherwise, if you can look at Nvidia and know that this is in an uptrend. Okay, how do we know that? Because if you see the Bollinger Bands right now, this guy is nearing the lower Bollinger Band, right? So even if it comes down a bit, because if I sold it on Wednesday, so by Friday it is supposed to come down a bit because the markets are usually down on Friday, then it will bounce off this Bollinger Band, right? That's our general theory. So I decided that 507 is a price that I can take the bet. Okay, so here is what I did. I went and then took this Nvidia trade. Okay, at 507.5. Okay, so this is my price for it. This is the bet that I played. All right, 507.5 put is what I sold. Okay, so you can see I sold 10 lots of this. Now don't go and do what I'm doing on your own if you don't understand this clearly, because 10 lots is a lot. Okay, but however, I was quite sure of the opportunity, is why you can see that overall my profit on this from Wednesday to today is about 1650, yeah, 1650. So let me now show you the details of this position. Okay, and the details of this position are here. I already opened them for you. Give me a second. Okay, there you go. This is the details of the position, right? So when you see these details, what I want to show you in particular is this. Okay, the total investment was 7,500. So with the total investment of 7,500, I netted a profit of 1650 in 3 days: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so in that sense, if I go and calculate this a bit, okay, so 1650 divided by 7,500 of an investment, right? This is about 22%. Okay, so about 20% returns. Let's just take it that way. Okay, so in this sense, you see that selling this where I was sure that Nvidia will not drop to 507 made a decent amount of money. Okay, and now I want to show you some other companies where I netted some similar returns. Okay, before we go there, I just want to show you that I took these trades on Wednesday, okay, which is here. Pardon me. Okay, so you see, I took these trades. So this is the Nvidia trade, and I took this on 18th of November. Okay, 23:33. And then if you look at the Cloudflare, I also took this on 18th. That was 23:16. So 15 minutes before I took the Nvidia. And finally, if you look at my Pinterest, that is also on 18th of November at 11, right? 11:10. So that's the first trade that I took. So all three are taken on 18th. And then today is 20th, right? Today is 20th November, and they will expire, except this guy, he will expire after 7 days, and these two will expire today, which is it has 0 days left. Okay, now let's look at the second position. Okay, so it's not only one company. Once you know how to look for them, you can actually get similar returns, right? So this is Pinterest, which is a social media company. And look, I sold the 63 put. Okay, so this is what I sold. So this says that on 20th November, which is today, this put will expire. And as long as the price does not fall down to $63, I win the bet. Okay, I'm going to shortly explain you very interesting detail about this trading position of how we make this money. Okay, so stay tuned, just give me a minute. Let's complete this first. So I'll go to Pinterest, and you see the bet is that it should not fall to $63. So I saw that the stock is in a strong uptrend, and it will not fall to $63. But uh, let me share a secret with you now. Okay, what do we actually mean by this, right? So I actually received, this is the premium I received, this is the money I already received, right? I received 60 cents, which is multiplied by $160 per contract. Okay, and I played a bit big, right? I played 20 contracts. This is not advisable if you do not really understand what you're doing, but I played so $60 multiplied by 10 is $600. That means in these 3 days, I wish to earn $1,200 if Nvidia does not drop to 63 is what it looks like, right? But I'll show you that it's better than that, right? So you see, uh, since I opened the trade, I have a profit of 1001 already now, and then by the end of trading today, when the whole entire market closes, which is 5 a.m. Singapore time and 5 p.m. New York time, this I'll get the other $100, right? Which will make the total to 1200. Why 1200? Because like I showed you, I got $60 for one contract. I have 20 contracts. So that's how it's 1200, right? Now here is what happens in 3 days. On Wednesday, I took this trade. From Wednesday, it was valid on Wednesday. The value of this contract was 60 cents. Today, right now, look at the value. It is 4 cents only. Okay. It's just 4 cents, the value. So you see the value dropped. So that means I was the seller. I sold it to somebody at 60 cents, knowing very well that the value will drop. The buyer bought at 60 and now it's worth $4, right? 4 cents. So you can imagine what happens if to the buyer, right? So he loses this money and I pocketed this money. So this is what we do in selling options. Similarly, let me show you Nvidia, the one I showed you earlier. This was awesome. Okay, why was this awesome? Look, I got $170 for one contract, right? Even if you just trade one contract. Here is the beauty. Just now you saw that on NVIDIA I used $7,500 of capital. It may sound insane. It may sound a lot of capital to throw behind one trade, right? Yes, I agree with that completely. However, if you are very sure about what you're doing, right, then it is a capital play, okay? Because imagine you're also making more than 1,500 in just 2 days, right? So that's by multiplying the number of positions you have, and that is what uh, will need more capital also, right? So I sold it at $1.70. The buyer believed that the price will go down, and I believe the price will go up. Is why I sold a put. He bought a put, and he paid me $170 for one contract. Today, after 3 days, on the third day, that contract is worth 6 cents. So you saw in both the examples, right, Pinterest and Nvidia, that the value of this contract that I made with the buyer dropped, and that is the money that I made. So now you understand how I make this money. So what is my hope as a seller? That this price will go to $0. Okay, I will sell it as high as possible here, and by the time my expiry day comes, which is after 3 days today, then this is worth $0. All right. So how much money is left in the position? This is about $6 multiplied by 10 contracts. $60 is left. That means if I close this position right now, when the market opens today, $60 is all that is left out of 1,200. The rest 1140 I already made, right? And that is what it is showing you here. That is what it is showing you here, right? The 1640 is this 1640 is already made. Okay, so I can actually go ahead and close this position, and then I'm out of it already, right? And this profit goes into my pocket. All right, so that is where I showed you. Now, lastly, before we close today's session, I'll show you that I took a similar trade on net, which is Cloudflare. But here also I sold put. Okay, because in my last video, that is what I have told you, that I keep selling puts, and I'm showing you that, and I will send calls, but basically I sell, right? And you can see here that I sold at $62. So my bet is that it will not go above $62. And look, here is the interesting part. Okay, there are 7 days to expiry. So that means this is expiring next Friday. So by next Friday, I want this $97 to become $0. Right now, the $97 has already reduced to 62 cents, right? $62. 97 cents has reduced to 62 cents. And if this becomes zero, I keep this 97. So $97 multiplied by 10 contracts is $970, right? So that's what I am looking at. Okay. Now, for you to learn or know how to do similar trades, you need to understand selling, what is the selling proposition properly, and then also understand vertical trades, and also understand how to mitigate your risk. And the very important part is that you should be extremely sure that the price will stay in your favor. That means this bugger cannot go and drop like this, then you lose money, you see. So you should be absolutely sure of the price. So how to do all of this? So I do teach all of this, and here is the best part about my teaching. Whatever course fees you pay, you actually get it back. How? I actually give you a trade, you take the trade in your real account, and you recover your course fee, right? So that makes it risk free for you, in the sense that why would you trust me and invest your money to learn? So once you learn this, then I will give you a trade. You put in the trade, that brings back your course fees, and you are sorted. And the course runs in two types. One is online sessions, Zoom based, where I teach live. It's a 4 hour session, so we run 7 sessions each 4 hours. And The second way is you learn from pre-recorded videos. So pre-recorded videos, of course, it's offhand. You can do it at your own time. It's cheaper. It's $599 only. And then after you finish that course, you get one session with me for question and answers that we can book on a weekend, and I'll answer whatever questions you have, and you are in, right? And then on the following week of that session, I'll actually give you a trade which will recover your course fees, all sorted, right? For the online course where it's a group learning, so it's a Zoom based learning. It's not pre-recorded. I do it with you. That The course fees is slightly higher. It's 997 only, but that is also very cheap considering what I'm teaching. And you saw that on one trade in 1 week we can make back that 997. All right, and that trade I'll give it to you. So all sorted. So look at the registration link below, and you can actually register your seat. The courses are closed right now. You book your seat. It's on first come first serve. We will come back to you and inform you over email or WhatsApp chat once we open up a new batch, the schedule, and then you can join in. All right. So on that page, on the form, you choose your preferences, which weekday or weekend or whatever it is. It's everything is lined up, and then we proceed accordingly. All right. I'm doing one batch a month usually. So I hope you're very excited with this offer, and it makes complete sense to you because even your course fees is coming back, right? Quickly register your seat, and let's make money from the markets. I'll see you on the inside. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.